Jennifer Lopez tried to save hairstylist before his tragic passing. We got to talk about this and more. But before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian. I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. I am so grateful and thankful to start this day off with you all. You guys have no idea how grateful I am for each and every one of you. And I just wanted to say thank you for all your love. Thank you for all your support, and thank you so much for just letting me be me, the messy me I can be. We got to talk about Miss Jennifer Lopez, and switching gears to just a little sad update. There's been a lot of talk about Jennifer Lopez lately, and things are getting really, really out of hand. And her team, I'm guessing, has now stepped in and is trying to kind of like bring back the focus and try and be a little bit, like, hey, J-Lo had nothing to do with this. So if you guys didn't know, I'll give you a very quick recap. Jesus Guerrero, one of the greatest hairstylists of all time, one of the best, the celebrity hairstylist to the stars. Like, this man was such a talent, and he's worked with every single celebrity. He was Kylie Jenner's right hand, J-Lo's, Katy Perry's, just the list goes on. I'm telling you, this man, it was responsible for one of the most iconic looks ever, okay, from so many celebrities. He went to a job in Abu Dhabi with Jennifer Lopez, and before he left, his sister did come out and say that he wasn't feeling very well, but, he seemed to me to be a very work ethic, just keep grinding, keep going type person. So he just kind of like went on to Abu Dhabi, even though he allegedly was not feeling well. Then when he got to Abu Dhabi, he was just definitely not well. And J-Lo and her team were like, look, you need to take care of yourself. You need to go to a hospital. Whatever you need, we're here, but please sit down. You're not working. But that is something we just found out yesterday from his sister, because the internet, of course, went crazy. It is later now known that he unfortunately tragically passed from pneumonia. It was also being said that Jennifer Lopez and her team just abandoned him in Abu Dhabi. We found out that, that was not the case, that he actually did have people there with him. He was never really alone, and J-Lo and her team did everything so he was comfortable, safe, and everything was good. J-Lo did reach out to the family, told them whatever they needed. She was there. Now, this news went crazy. It went viral. And of course, because we found out that he passed from pneumonia, obviously this has now been linked to Diddy, okay? Because obviously Kim Porter passed from pneumonia, and you know how the internet works nowadays. So now J-Lo's team, I'm guessing this is all alleged, has seen how the conspiracies are already starting with Diddy's court case just a couple of months away. I'm sure they wanted to step in and say, we got to take care of this now. So her team did, I'm not, actually, this is all alleged, but I'm guessing. But there are now articles that say that Jennifer Lopez tried to save Jesus Guerrero. I'm guessing it's her team. I could be wrong. So, of course, allegedly. But this is what the article says.
So these are some of the headlines, how Jennifer Lopez tried to save hairstylist Jesus Guerrero. Now, these headlines are coming after so many TikToks have been made, which I've shown you guys the past couple days, where people are basically blaming Jennifer Lopez. Now, the article says that his sister did do an interview, and she said that we have been able to track every one of his steps, but we don't know what got him sick or what was the sickness. It all happened suddenly and no one knows why. So his sister did give out an interview, which a lot of people actually had some kind of negative things to say about it, because they're like, oh, she's supposed to be grieving. I love how people, they literally tell people how they should do things, like grieve or move on from things. Like, it's absolutely insane. His sister did confirm that everyone on his team did everything they could to get him to the doctors. They told him he was not going to work, he should see a doctor and rest, and he wanted to come home. Jesus was also told he didn't look well and to sit and rest, and if he didn't get well, to go back to the hospital. So this is allegedly Jennifer Lopez and her team telling Jesus Guerrero to please get some help and not work. It is believed that he actually did not do her hair for the events that she was very, very strict. New reports are coming out saying that Jennifer Lopez was super strict with the fact that she wanted him to get better, to get some help, and not to stress about anything. She stressed that he was told to take care of himself. This is what I just said. So all the new reports are kind of like going side by side to what his sister did say. Jennifer did talk to the family, and she talked through them everything, all the details, everything that they should know, because they're really trying to investigate what exactly happened. She says, I'm very grateful for everything she did for him, to go see a doctor, not to work and get rest. So the family is very grateful for J-Lo. While everyone is trying to put out all these conspiracies and say that she forced him and all these things, his sister already said, and we already talked about this. And, I just feel like at some point we got to move on from the hate in this way, that not everything Jennifer Lopez does is evil. Do you know what I mean? I mean, we can still throw shade, honey, but, in this particular sense, I think it's a little bit too much. J-Lo did write, it's no surprise your mother gave you the name Jesus. You were gentle, kind, and loving, quiet and unassuming, but so powerful, and your presence was felt the minute you walked into the room. You never demanded the spotlight. You never needed to make a sound to be recognized. Your heart and your talent did that as effortlessly as your artistry did. That is what J-Lo wrote about Jesus Guerrero on her Instagram, and it is believed that she is doing everything she can to help them out. Now, I know people are going to be like, oh my God, you're on her payroll, you're getting paid to say this. I'm not. I like facts, and I like to go with what is out there. And his sister did confirm that J-Lo tried to do everything she could to get him to get help. So people blaming her, I just find it to be really, really, really evil, to be very honest. This is a first picture of J-Lo since his passing, and it is believed that her and Kylie and everyone that had anything to do with Jesus is distraught.
We do have his sister's confirmation about this. His sister is the one who said that J-Lo tried to do everything. Now, people are criticizing Jennifer Lopez for not stepping in and for paying for the funeral, paying for all these things. Well, Kylie Jenner is the one that I did report on, who was one of his best friends. I'm not really sure how Jesus Guerrero's relationship was with J-Lo, if it was as, tight as it was with Kylie. But apparently Kylie and Jesus were very, very good friends. Kylie did go and spend a couple days with his family, paid for everything. Apparently she gave them $1 million to cover everything and more so that they could live comfortably, the rest of their lives. I do believe that Kylie's never going to abandon this family. I believe that they're going to always have like a direct access to her. The way that Kylie Jenner loved Jesus Guerrero is incredible. She is she is allegedly distraught. She doesn't know, what to do without him. A lot of people just say that he was just her hairstylist, but he really was more than that. It was one of her best friends. But now J-Lo is getting canceled for not helping with the funeral and stuff. Here's what I think, and I really, really, really do believe this. The conspiracies that are out there, the people that are upset that Jennifer Lopez abandoned him, I feel like some people just want to believe the worst in people. And you guys know, we have thrown so much shade at Miss Jennifer Lopez on this channel, girl. It's been giving a small bag of chips, a ham and cheese, and an orange drink, if you know, it's giving, come on, la flor, it's giving, this is me now. I mean, girl, the list goes on. But this is the thing. I wish I was more ruthless. I wish I was, I really do wish that I was more of a whatever, fuck everyone, fuck humanity, and just like say the craziest shit that people say. I would probably get so many more views and it would be like huge. But I just can't betray my morals. I can't betray my education. I can't betray my heart, and I can't betray my human, my humility. I will never come and say that, even though his sister spoke out, I'm not going to read that and say, they're lying. Jennifer Lopez did this. That's just crazy to me. This thinking is crazy to me. Now, is everything in this world possible? Absolutely, right? But I really honestly don't, I don't understand how people can read this knowing somebody passed and still go with narratives of conspiracies, bringing Diddy into this, bringing the court case, like all of these things. I'm just like, it's a little much for me and for my kind of mental, stability, if I even have one. I definitely feel like J-Lo just can't win. Do you know what I mean? That's what everyone is saying right now. It's like she finally got her groove back, performing again in a sold out show in Abu Dhabi. And there was no bad press about her for some time. And now, of course, even though she had nothing to do with his passing, everyone is blaming her and her team for, not doing more, right? And we don't know the facts just yet. We just know what his sister wrote. Obviously, we could go on and say, like, well, if I were J-Lo, I would have done this. And if I were J-Lo, I would have just brought him in my private jet. We don't know what is happening. We do know that J-Lo did have another contractual appearance or something that she had to go. And that is why she left. But apparently she did leave some of the team behind to stay with her. Plus, he has his own team that was with him. So he was never really abandoned or alone. And, everything really started with his friend who came out and said that the team that he was with abandoned him in a foreign country by himself. He did retract his statement. So I don't know. I don't know. Could J-Lo have done more? Possibly, but we don't know the facts, right? We don't know really what went on. I'm sure as time goes by, the family's trying very desperately to get all the answers. So they're trying very hard to see what's going to happen. But I just feel like blaming J-Lo for his passing is just, it's honestly, it's disgusting. It really, I'm sorry, it is. And I get it. You don't like J-Lo, like, and I'm probably going to be said that I'm on someone's payroll, but like, someone passed away. Like, when it comes to things like if this was a shady thing, like, oh, they left him in the airport, I would be like all over that shit. Girl, they abandoned his ass in the airport. Like, I would have gone everywhere. But somebody passed. Like, there's a funeral coming up where they have to bury their son, their best friend, their brother, their uncle. Like, it just, I can't fit in my head how people are now blaming Jennifer Lopez just because they hate her. Do you know what I mean? So, what do we think? Do you think J-Lo's team is trying to fix things? And what do you think is next? Because right now, I feel like nobody wants to hear from J-Lo. And everyone is like praising Kylie for doing so much for Jesus Guerrero. We don't know exactly yet what J-Lo did. We do know that the sister is very grateful to J-Lo and her team. So should we just listen to that and stay with that and then just, go about our day, right? Because his sister spoke out. I feel like that's what it is. But like, there's videos being made every single day. So many horrible conspiracies, so many allegations that are just not right. And I'm sorry, it just doesn't go with my mindset. So what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you all. I appreciate you. I love you. I'm grateful for you. Thank you for allowing me to be me. And I'll see you all in my next video. Boom.